I just spent over $1,100 trying to fix my old 2010 Honda Civic. So today we're gonna talk about if spending that much money worth it on such an old car, or should you save that money and maybe buy something else. Let's talk about it. Over the past 2 months, I've actually spent over $3,000 trying to fix my car, my 2010 Honda Civic. In case you don't know, this is my very first car, so that's why I'm trying to spend all this money trying to keep this car running forever. But this car is a rebuild title, meaning it's not even worth $3,000, I think, if it's like running flawlessly. So, or maybe just over $3,000. So basically, in just past 2 months, I spent the same amount of money this car is worth. So that got me thinking, should I just spend that money somewhere else and maybe like buy a better car, maybe put a down payment of something like a brand new car? Or is the emotional factor of keeping your first car forever actually worth it? As you guys can see, I drive this car a lot. This is my only car, my only daily driver. So I drive this car. So, and the work I'm doing, I really need to have a car. So that's why I'm spending all this money. But to answer the question of whether it's worth it to fix an old car, I think it really depends on your situation. So I will be explaining you guys my own situation. But first, I need to get gas because as you guys can see, it's really empty. So first, let's head out to the gas station, get some gas, and then we'll talk about it. Now that I have a full tank of gas, let's head out there. Let me find a place to park and then let's talk about it. I got all the receipts right here. Like, I got everything here detailed. So I will be going every single expense, every single thing that I did to the car, because yeah, I got involved in an accident. So that's why I had to do all those stuff. So yeah, I'll explain my whole situation and then you guys be the judge of that and see yourself if it's worth it to fix such an old car. Okay, I just drove out to the middle of nowhere. Look at the view down there. You got to see the mountain. There's some parks over here, some train tracks, and then my car is absolutely filthy. Yesterday was a huge snowfall, so that's why there's so much snow, as you guys can see. But it's also super warm today. That's why like when there's snow and then the warm weather hits, the roads are disgusting with like slush and everything. I didn't drive all the way out here for nothing. I'm gonna show you guys my receipts and tell you guys exactly how much I spent to keep this car running. Okay, I'm just gonna keep the camera right here so it's much easier to talk to. But okay, let's first start with the biggest expense that I had. Okay, the total amount was $1,056. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me show you right here. See, $1,056. So, and this includes a rear right trail arm, labor, alignment, a thermostat, and more labor. And this $1,056 happened because I got into a car crash. About a week ago, there was a huge snowstorm in Calgary where I'm living. And yeah, I was driving a bit faster than I should have. And this car, I used to have full winter tires. So, you know, I was a bit more comfortable, a bit more confident. But after I changed it to all weather tires, the grip is not there. But when I had winter tires, I was taking like turns and going over places that a Civic shouldn't go, and I was doing the same thing with the all-weather tires, and yeah, I hit a curb pretty hard. I think I was driving around like 50-60 kilometers per hour, and I hit the rear right super hard, and that's why the rear right trail arm was bent. I'll try to put some pictures over here so you guys can see, but it was bent, and then the hubcap was bent too. So when I was driving, the rear tires are like wobbling. So it was extremely scary. So that's why I took the car, and that's why the rear right trail arm was costing me around $350. Okay, if you think the parts are super cheap, that's because these are not brand new parts. They put a part from a used car, that's why it's super cheap. And I got super lucky because usually I think the trail arm comes in 3 different parts, like control arm, I don't know about other 2 parts, but they come separately. So then when you get the separate parts, and if it's a brand new part, then they add up really quick. And if I were to get brand new parts, I'm looking at upwards around like $1,500 to $2,000 just for the parts. And the labor to install that parts was $300. And then because you do those like control arm, those kind of anything that is tire or wheel related, you usually need to do an alignment. So I got a full 4-wheel alignment done for the car because this was really needed before, because even before this accident, the car, when I'm going straight, the steering is not 100% straight. So I was needed alignment anyway. Oh, it's getting kind of warm, but I was needing an alignment anyway, so that worked pretty great. And the alignment costed me $100. And then before I got into the car crash, I had a check engine light, and when I scanned the code, it was a thermostat. Currently it's winter, right? So I was wondering, like, my car would take like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes to warm up and give me some heat. But then I realized, okay, the thermostat was gone. So I'm like, hey, okay, while you're at it, just replace the thermostat. And that alone was only 48 bucks. These are all Canadian dollars, by the way. So wow, that's pretty cheap. And then to labor to install was another $100. And then I had to add coolant, because you know, once you replace the thermostat, you got to add coolant. So that cost me another 45 bucks. And then yeah, a total is 1,000 Canadian dollars. And again, this $1,000, you need to take it as a non-maintenance aspect. Maybe the thermostat, but the alignment and the control arm, those are because I crashed the car. But also about 2 months ago, I spent like another $1,700 getting new tires, new brakes, new battery, all those fancy stuff. I made a video about it, so I'll leave the link down in the description below so you guys can check it out. So if I were to add the $1,700 and $1,100 here, that's what, $2,800. Let's do $3,000. So over the past 2.5 months to 3 months, I spent $3,000 on my 2010 Honda Civic. So yeah, that's what I said. I don't even know if this car is worth $3,000. Now, let me tell you guys why I spent that much money trying to fix this car. Okay, so in case you are new to my channel, this is my only car. As I said in the intro, this is my only car, and this is a very special car to me, mainly because it's my very first car. I bought this car when I was in college about 2 to 3 years ago, and I've been driving this car ever since. I think I put around 80,000 kilometers in what, just 2.5 years. So yeah, I drive this car a lot for work, for fun, everything. I'm in a position where I can spend some money and, you know, get something newer, get something nicer. But my family and I, we both are in agreement that I should keep this car as much as I can, as long as I can. So yeah, that's basically the reason why I spend so much money trying to keep this car, trying to justify myself to spend so much money on this car. But then again, the accident was not really, it's kind of my fault, it's not really a car's fault. But yeah, again, like 25, almost $3,000 in 2 months, that's a lot of money. But the other good thing is this is a Honda, so these cars run forever. So that's the thing I'm like betting on. So I'm like, okay, if I can keep this car for little bit longer, until I get another second car, so then I'll be driving this bit less. But then again, I want to, in the future, I want to have this car with me, you know. It would be so cool to have, like, you know, 3-4 other cars, and then also have this car as tucked away in the back. Like, it will give me like a reminder of where I started and stuff like that. That's my thought process. So that's why I'm trying to keep this car for as much as I can. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I really hope it's gonna be worth it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you had a first car that you kept for such a long time, let me know down in the comment sections below, and yeah, that would give me some encouragement. But if you like this kind of content, I mean, it is not a fancy car, but this is the only car I own and the only car I love. So I'll be doing a lot of videos about this car. I take this car for road trips, so I want to go to places, want to go to car meets and stuff. So if you like cars, but also if you want to keep seeing the journey of me and this car, please like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because you'll be seeing this car every single time. But yeah, that's it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. And yeah, until then, I'll catch you guys very soon.